You're probably as tired as I am of chrome covers, and you paint everything black, but you got chrome. So what we're going to go over today is how to turn this from chrome to black. So I've already taped off this particular section. I used a more expensive tape to get the closer lines, as you can see, and then I have some cheapy blue tape that I use to mask the bigger areas. And basically, you don't have to be perfect, you just gotta cover just what you don't want painted. And then you really don't have to worry about this because we're gonna use Plasti Dip. Plasti Dip, even if a little bit gets in there, it's not gonna hurt it. We're also gonna go ahead and do the mirrors too. As you can see, this is a towing mirror. So we did about a 7/8 turn on it to get it where I wanted it, so I can get total coverage, masked off with the expensive tape. On the edges, use the cheap tape for everything else. So we get a nice clean cover here. Just use some regular glass cleaner in order to get it clean. And then I'm gonna get some brake cleaner and a towel, wipe it down, take off any residual wax or anything that might be on there. Still gotta do this one right here, but we'll go ahead and get that started. I'll use the brake cleaner, wipe these down, get all the wax off there so it'll adhere right. And then I have a whole plastic sheet that I'm going to put across the side of the truck to prevent overspray. Probably do 3 or 4 coats, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we masked everything off. And one thing exposed are our handles, tight edges around where we want the paint not to adhere. Again, we're using plastic coat, so this will be pretty easy. We can easily just, if anything pulling up, just push it back in. But you just need enough gap for the paint to get in where you don't want it. And okay, so first coat is on. Again, it's like a spackle coat. This is the most important coat. You want full coverage, but you want it to look like this. Any more than this and you're gonna get runs, you're gonna get adhesion issues. So each coat is about this thick. Okay. So we're about 4 coats in now. We have just about complete coverage, probably 1 or 2 more coats. Waiting about 15 minutes in between coats. As you can see, I'm covering the little light here at the very end. Just gonna razor blade it when it's all dry and just peel just that section off. Just easier that way. Again, 4 coats, still a little wet here on the 4th coat. As you get more coats on there, you can go a little bit thicker on the coats. But you just wanna be careful. You don't want drip marks because just kind of defeats the purpose. Doing the other side here, I'm putting the tape in between here. It's good to have one of these trim tools. I use some Harbor Freight for like 10 bucks for a whole set. And you can just get in there and make sure that your tape is nice and tight, because you don't want it to lift up, because if it lifts up, it's going to stick, and then you're going to have a serious problem here. So we're just going to go around and make sure the tape is nice and tucked in there, not out in any position here. So when we pull it away, we're not going to have any pull away issues. Okay, so I'll finish this side here in a moment, masking it off and show the results on the other side. So it's most of the way dry. I pulled off the plastic. This is what it looks like now. It'll get better as it sets. You will see that you will have some issues with some touch up. We don't have a whole lot of issues. It got pretty good spray all the way around. Same thing with the handles. Handles look good. Maybe operational. I wouldn't recommend touching them for at least 24 hours. No washing the truck or anything like that. Otherwise, you're gonna have a serious problem. You're gonna pull it right off all your hard work. So I'm gonna finish the other side, but as you can see, I'll pan out here. Came out pretty good. Blends right in. This is a Laramie package. I actually had the silver that was on here painted black, just like what's on the Rebel. And then these wheels are also Plasti Dipped. The bumpers are Plasti Dipped. Same process as I'm showing you with the mirrors and the handles. So it all blends in. And then I used a tint spray on the tail lamps and on the headlamps. It works much the same way. You have to remove the headlights, remove the tail lamps, spray it on. Very, very thin coats until you get the desired color. Let it dry, polish it, put it back on. All right, so what I did is I kind of just scratched away until I can get a tip. Now you're just going to work it along the edge as you pull it. You want to be careful because you don't want to pull a line that pulls out like everything you just did. Be nice and slow. I have a razor blade in my hand. But I'm gonna keep on working on this, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. But this should easily come off. So like I said, it easily, kind of slowly worked it at an angle, and it pulled the line off perfectly. So now, easiest way to get that covered, spray it, get yourself started, and just work at that way I showed you, just slowly pulling away from it.